Without further ado, we'll proceed on to this match. Up against Instant Esports. And Neoners. So at this point, if I'm not wrong, Neoners are running PB9. I'm not really sure what the full name is. Tech. Obviously, Tech is here. We've got Keanu Reeves. We've got Keanu Reeves playing the Buck. I mean, he's playing a Canadian, so it makes sense, doesn't it? It's all wholesomeness coming out over here. And we've got Sid. Sid, my boy, playing the Sledge on Consulate along with his friend over here. Anyways, we'll see a standard deployment coming out from here. We have an air jab. We've got Sledge, the Hibana. They've got double heart breaches actually here. Not sure what kind of super they are expecting here. Meanwhile, Bear Fur is going to dispatch Sid, and that's the Sledge down so early into the round. It's 1 minute 40-second mark over here, and we are still in a challenge. Not really sure how they are aiming to push this one off. You can see they're trying for an admin push over here, but it's just not working in their favor. Is not really sure where Sid Samba got picked up. There we go. The Hibana almost notices the collision over there, knows that there's somebody else playing in his crossfire, would not want to take a really long angle to try and challenge him. Then present his demise, and there you go. Tech is going to take out Doc. That's one down in admin office, but there's one more. He knows that he's going to go for it, while the Hibana is going to make sure that enough tension is created. He misses his shots, and Bear will take down two, in fact. That's the Rappler and the Thermite down. That's a double heart breacher down for him. Meanwhile, Keanu Reeves with this buck is going to take down one more, leaving Keanu in a 1v3 situation on the white stairs. We're approaching the 50-second mark now. Keanu Reeves, rather, is going to have to close this one out. He'll take down one. It's 2 kills so far on this round for him. Coming up this spiral stairs, creeping his way up. The people know they're here. Will get noticed, will fall back, losing a lot of HP in the process. Not really sure what kind of play he's trying to pull out here, as he doesn't even have the diffuser. So it doesn't look like this round is going to go in Buck's favor at any chance. But nevertheless, we will see Instinct Esports take down their first site on top floor. Oh, no, maybe. I'm just going to stop myself there. He brings it to a 1v1. Cannot get the last one. Anyways, yeah. I'm not going to stop myself there. Instinct Esports secure the first round on their top floor defense. And with that being said, we will proceed on to the round 2 on Consulate over here. Okay, I've got names to read here. It's Ju, is that? What do I call the air jab baby? I'm not really sure. Anyways, we will see a round 2 in progress over here with Instinct Esports on defense to the garage for the second line of defense. We've got a standard lineup coming out from here. They've got the cave to make sure that the hatches are a challenge for the attackers to open, and as you can see, they're not running a Thatcher, so that really makes sense that you can run a cave. They've even got the mute to their advantage. They've even got the maestro. So if you can really look at the lineup of the defense over here, all the 5 members on the defense, every single person has utility that can be taken on by a Thatcher, and that is something the the attackers are not able to run, or are not choosing to run rather. So we'll go to that round I almost thought Tech would die in that free fire by this teammate. Reload! Yes, we will see proper control being established over here while they're trying to establish control over Visa office. Not really sure if the attack that they're trying to make over here is going to be focused onto open case. It will be, as you can see, the flash on Sid. He's going to do his job, make sure that the pressure on the bandit has been made and no trick comes out from him. This could be a really cheeky angle to play with, as the bandit himself will lose his life and so will King, and that's the Mute and the bandit down for the defense. And Instinct Esports not looking good. It's just the 2-second mark and they've already lost 2 defenders. 3 versus 5, 2 minutes left on the clock. Let's see what they pull it off or not. It's really interesting that the attackers are Neonos are choosing to bring the air jab baby here, as it is pulling out to their advantage so far. Not really sure if she had enough time to deploy them the last round, but this time she sure as hell does, and she will do just that. Marks are coming out from here for the buck on Keanu leaves, making sure that the 3 defenders on the site are pressure probably. Meanwhile, the diffuser is going down already. Tech is going to make sure the diffuser goes down, and he will stick it. Diffuser goes down. Now it's a time bomb. Juice is going to take down one more, and that's the last defender alive. The Jaeger of Solar Flare to clutch this one against. He will get flown out of proportion here and will get Knight from the Hibana at 3 speed. 3 speed. We will see third defense round come up from Instinct Esports, as was not so successful trying to defend on the garage over here in the last round. Maybe this round would turn out in their favor. Maybe something good is about to happen in their account here, as they've brought the Legion this time instead of the Mute, if I'm not wrong. Yes, I'm wrong. They brought the Legion, and not really sure if I think they're just going to make sure to stall the defenders, attackers rather enough, because that thermite breach actually came down pretty fast, and that was not supposed to happen. There was nobody to challenge that Ash over to the outside, which is why the breach could happen, and despite the breach happening, there was no post-plan denial left for this team. So I'm not really sure if Legion could work out great in a post-plan scenario. I don't think he does. Legion is not really good for a post-plan scenario, but maybe employing a Legion would help them push it down a little, make sure that the push from the attackers, or rather the breach, or whatever they're trying to establish over here, the avenues, are stalled at the very best. Because as a good defender, that is what you would do. You win by time, then you're winning. You're winning rightfully as a defender. There you go. Sid over here is just going to chill out, make sure all the drone work comes in and the claymores are placed in the right position, so that no late, or rather no unnecessary fights or flanks are taken. We will see Thatcher being employed over here, rather. Actually, in the last round, Sid went on Ash, and this time he'll be going Thatcher instead. It's really interesting that they're putting him on a flex roll. Keanu Lees is going to get dispatched over here by the Legion, who's proven out to be very helpful, but not for long, as he will get his head taken off by the air jab baby. And Nomad dispatches Lees, almost missing a lovely headshot onto that bandit there. That would have been so unlucky for the bandit if that would have landed. But nevertheless, the Thatcher is actually going to throw his EMP down from up and above. And this is actually the first time I'm seeing something like this. It's really interesting that the Thatcher had to throw his EMP down from the piano. There you go, bandit is going to go for the kill. He will get caught off by Tech. Tech is going to dispatch that bandit, making it a 4v3. Tell you what, make it a 4v2, as the Nomad is doing a lot of work, leaving only the Jaeger to clutch it out in a 1 versus 4 yet again. Is the same player of Solar Flare looking for any possible angles that he can find, and he will find the life of Nomad. So 1 versus 3 now. He's still got to make this happen as the diffuser goes down. It's a ticking time bomb now. I'm not really sure how he can retake on this. The call's been made already that he's above, so the attackers can always go for the pre-fires and wait for any and all sides of retake. Not really sure, just picking off these air jabs one by one. Not sure where the attackers are. Will have to find his kills, find it fast, because we're already up to the quarterly mark of the diffusers timer, and it won't matter because Sid is going to get the final kill onto Solar Flare, dispatching the last live Jaeger, who apparently somehow is the last alive on a garage. In both the cases of the 2 rounds that we just saw getting defended. It's a very interesting lineup, if you'd see, from the defense that they're trying to adapt over here. Not really sure if they're focusing on the fact that they're not able to let the thermite stop from breaching the garage, and if that is happening, they need to make sure that there is some kind of plan denial left in the late time of the round where it could help you. Something like Echo, something like a Smoke maybe? Yeah, Smoke versus 2. Because we lose a plan denial so early into the round, and it's only Jaeger left to clutch it out. There's nothing left he can do with the plan down in a site like that. So, speaking about a site like that, we will not be going to garage anymore. We will proceed on to the top floor defense yet again with Instinct Esports in 1 round deficit to the attackers. That is a new round. We'll actually not see a classic reinforcement here. Yeah, we will see. Never mind, that was a very important reinforcement to be made, and it has been made. We're looking at a similar hole this time, maybe. There we are. Tech notices that there was a pre-fire coming out from that window on the connector over there, as he's sporting that lovely black beard with his rifle shield. He will want to take any kind of fights he wishes to, but I think at this point his main focus should be on the double window that he's trying to contest, because that is how it will help his team. Now we'll see PB9 go on to the Hibana while he's grappled over here on the spiral, waiting for any early picks that he could find over here. The defender, the dog rather, almost comes close to getting that kill here, but he will not be contesting this angle as it is on the advantage of the attacker here. Meanwhile, we've got a lot of action going on in admin. The Solar Flare is being challenged oh so badly, will get taken out by Keanu Leaves, and that's the Jaeger down. No more just potential coming out from him. Jukes will take down one more, and that is also there. Oh my god, and as I speak about it, that's 4 defenders down, and it's a 1 versus 5. Bearfur on the Legion is going to have to ace this one out. More importantly, clutch it to make sure that Instinct Esports wins this. Drone work is coming out from here. He's making sure that there is no avenue left. Keanu Leaves will take down Bearfur, giving the round 4 to the victory on the attacker's side. That's 3 consecutive rounds, if I'm not wrong, for the attackers. Not looking good for Instinct Esports on Consulate here, especially in defense. The first round turned out to be pretty good in their favor. I think at that point Neonos was just trying to adjust to what type of push they are making here. Not really sure what they are trying to pull out of their hat, but it is not working with the operator picks that they're going with. I think the Nomad is just being an issue for the kind of plays that Instinct Esports wants to present. Maybe they want to go aggressive and they're not able to. Maybe they want to play passive a little, but they're just not able to adjust to it. So at this point, I think it should all boil down to one fact, that Instinct Esports is not really picking up on adapting to the situation, and there you go. As I speak about it, they will eventually. Mute is going to get 6 pick to smoke here, and they have double plant denial this time. They've even got pulse to make sure that the plant denial happens, just in case. So we will see yet again on the round 5 of this lovely match on console. We will see the defenders go above on the second floor to console and meeting office.
You can stop worrying about it.
Stay clear of ADS line of fire.
Got the Ella coming out from them this time. It's really interesting that you would bring out an operator like Ella, especially when you're lacking utility. But as long as the Ella is able to frag, I think that is all that would matter. Because as you can see, if they're attacking the top floor, they're trying to go for the admin push over here. So not really sure how Ella would help until the push has been made. You know, those Prismot take time to trigger, and they're proximity triggers. So unless you're really close to them, they won't. Not really sure if the Rapplers will get disoriented by that. Not really sure what they're trying to hold with that. Nevertheless, we will see yet another admin take from Neoners again. While the Hibana is going to stay rappelled over here onto Spiral to make sure no rotations happen while we speak about the admin push being made here. Sid Samba rocking that Twitch is going to take the head off of the Legion and dispatch Bearfur. That's going to be an important thing for them. There you go. Ella is going to get marked onto the admin over here while the Twitch is trying to contest the Ella. He'll just go in. He's just going to go YOLO on this one. Will he find the kill? No, not yet. He knows there's somebody hiding there. Will miss his LOS onto the Ella, hence not finding any kills so far. They know where Ella is. The information is being traded back. She's just waiting for that push to happen. The Buck could obviously nade her. Just chilling out in that little cafeteria over there. Not really sure what kind of play she's looking to exhibit. The attackers are just not able to shake her off. This is really interesting now, and there you go. She will get taken off in the end, and that's Andakunda? Is that really his name? I thought it's Anaconda for a second. Ella is going to get dispatched nevertheless. Excuse me there. We'll see a 3 versus 5 already on a 1 minute mark. No potential flanks coming out as that Pulse trying to creep up, or Smoke rather, is trying to creep up here, will get denied by that air jab as he can hear the sound cue of it, and Sid is going to punish that Smoke for taking a peek over there and will get the kill down. There we go. Tech is going to do the same and will get one more defender down with the 5 versus 1. The Pulse has left to clutch it out. 1 versus 5 will down 1, will not get any other shots while the diffuser goes down, and it will. Kierno leaves is just going to dispatch the last left alive Pulse, and it won't matter for the Neoners. What a lovely flawless round coming out from this attacking team. They are proving out to be really dominant on the attack that they're trying to make here, while Instinct is just not able to capitalize on the kind of play that they're exhibiting. That being said, we will proceed on to round 6 of this match, where we'll see the last round before we have the role swap made. So yeah, excuse me.
Pass those plates around. Barbed wire going up. Flying APS. Impact out.
Instinct Esports is going to go on to the lobby defense this time, as none of the other defenses seem to be working. Maybe this could work in their favor. Maybe a little bit of side cheat could help them, you know, convert on some kind of plays that they have not been able to make. So yet again we will see double ACOGs coming out this time from Instinct Esports. A Smoke, a Legion and a Jaeger. Pretty obvious, pretty standard picks over here, except for the Rook and the Dog being employed all together. At this point, the only reason you're taking that operator if you're taking Rook is because you need an M5 and an AR. That is the only thing that will justify taking Rook in a play like this. Anyways, we will see the attackers running yet again a double hard breacher. So that's not going to be a problem for them as they don't really need a lot of hard breaching here. Meanwhile, the Hibana is going to find a kill onto
Loading mag.
the Rook over here, who's going to just chill out with oh, we're having a little bit of server lag. Is that it? Hold on, let me just. Okay, everybody's having it. It's just not us. So thank you, Ubisoft. So I'm just gonna ask in the chat, what's up, boys? I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah. Yeah, that just reflected really late. Never mind. Even the comments are coming out really late. We go for a rehost? Yeah, we'll go for a rehost. We'll have to go for a rehost.
Swapping mags!
It's 4-1. We will see the last round of defense come out from Instinct Esports. Let's go. Let's go with the rehost, guys. Let's proceed with the rehost.
Air jab ready to knock them out.
It's all about humanity. About humanity.
Bans were
Capital, Valkyrie on our side. Not sure about them.
And as I speak about it, we will proceed on to the 6th round over here with Instinct Esports versus Neoners. We left the match at a 4-1 with round 6 on Instinct, who were choosing to go to the lobby defense. Varibana already got a kill, but sadly, it's just Ubisoft issues. It's just things only Rainbow players can understand, which is why we had to go for a rehost. So we will proceed on to the round 6 over here with a 4-1 scoreline. It's the last round before we experience a role swap.
Time to armor up.
Swapping mags!
In the sector.
With that being said, we will proceed on to the action phase over here. I spoke this a little there. Just making sure if there are any kind of problems that the teams are experiencing. They're like, just continue. Okay, it will continue. No issues coming out from either of the teams. Just free fires, brother. Over there, so it's a season of the bad health. Am I right or am I right? That free fire from Tech could actually get him on the soft wall inside that public bathroom over there.
Swapping mag! Drone is deployed.
Meanwhile, we're going to see the attackers make sure that they make their way up and above, because they'll actually have to need a top floor control to make sure that this attack for them works. While Keanu Leaves is going to get a frag out, and that wasn't really necessary as you got your mates droning in and there's nobody playing in admin, and that must have been conveyed. So we will see the buck
Swapping mags.
and the rest of the attackers take control over admin over here. They're in and running. So Free Fire is coming out over here, and it's actually bizarre to see Sid running a glass. There you go, he'll be holding that angle instead. Want to make sure that the yellow side works in his favor. Really sure if he's going to win this fight here with the Legion, as he could lose it if not picked in the right senses. Want to go for the smoke anyway. Will get picked off. What a lovely headshot onto that smoke from Sid Samba. Will get one defender out, but Bearfur is here to defrag onto Tech, and that will result in the demise of the Thermite. They know that there's one more defender playing above and will get communicated back to their team. Will dispatch Sid, also will get taken down in the end. It's a 3 versus 2 now, leveling it up with the attackers getting the 2 important kills on the Legion and the Doc. Not really sure where the Doc was playing, but nevertheless, Anaconda is going to dispatch one more, and that's the Nomad dead and down and dusted for this round. So no more A-jabs coming out from her unless already she's deployed. 3 of them, and what am I looking at here? Hibana's going to go for the plant. The attackers, no, the defenders rather, know that this plant is going down. It's a 1v1 now. She'll have to go for the frag and will do so. Oh my god, that was such a lovely round coming out from the Hibana here. PB9, great play, great recoil control on that bearing 9 over there onto Hibana. Lovely play, making the right decisions for the team rather. There we go. We have already proceeded on to the 7th round while the role swap has been done. So we will see Instinct Esports take on their attack. Not really sure if Instinct Esports is really prepped for this one. Maybe they're looking for a different kind of avenue to open up on their attack, a different kind of statement to make for Neonos on attack, because on defense they crumbled under the attack of Neos. It's a 5-1. We have 1 round away from Neonos proceeding onto the match point. Is this what we're going to see, or will we see, or rather, legendary retake for Instinct Esports on attack? The lineup over here from Neonos is going to be a Pulse, a Rook, a Legion, a Vigil, and a Jaeger. Jaeger is becoming kind of a important pick, especially when you're trying to defend the top floor. I'm not wrong. So meanwhile on the attack, we actually do have the dynamic duo. The Thatcher and Thermite are here, but so is Hibana along with Blackbeard and Ash. So that's double heart breach.
Just a little prick.
They've got to the disposal. Not really sure what kind of play they would love to exhibit over here. Sid is going to chill out and play in V's office over here while he's trying to make sure that any and all kinds of
Surveying for hostiles.
attackers are picked off. The pulse scanner, the cardiac sensor, doing its oh so lovely job is making sure that enough information is conveyed out to his teammates for those attacks to happen. And as you can see, the attack on Instinct Esports is not sporting, not running a Nomad. So that makes it really easy if somebody wants to go for the run out. And Tech will do just that.
Sensor deployed.
Yes, will get his life taken out for that, will get punished. King is going to get dispatched. And Sid still waiting on this pulse over here, waiting for that turnout to happen. But it won't, as Juice is going to get one, while Sid is going to get another. That turnout did eventually happen. Solar Flare's got a double kill spree over here. He's going to take down 2 of the defenders, making it a 3 versus 2 with the attack still into advantage. They've still got the Blackbeard to their disposal that could be used against these defenders. And not to forget, Sid already has a C4 to his disposal to make sure that the right kind of plant denial is made happen here, and the plant is going down. He's going to go for it. The C4 will connect and take the planter down. As the planter down, they don't need to worry about anything else, as the last left alive on the defenders will have to clutch this one out. It's a 1 versus 2 now. They know where the plant was. He will peek that anyway. Will get his life taken out for that. Punished for it. Keanu leaves on that Jaeger. Will not last long and will give the round advantage to Instinct Esports. With that being said, we will proceed on to round 8. No match point here for Neoners. So that's a great denial put down from Instant Esports over there. I'm not really sure if the kind of play that they're trying to execute is going to take off over here. We will see yet again the second floor defense coming out from Neoners.
ADS up.
Stay clear of ADS line.
The Vigil is actually going to go for a sneaky spawn peek over here on the gas station. Does he find any kills? Or does the attacker find one? He will get noticed. The Vigil obviously working to his ability, the ERC7, but that is not going to help him for long as they know somebody was trying to get that spawn peek happen, and no attackers will lose their life in the process. Rather going for a console slash yellow take over here from the attacking side. They're not going to be pressuring much on the admin side at all, in fact, and it's really interesting on what kind of plays they're exhibiting, as they've got even the Nomad this time, as they did not in the last round. And try and pick the defenders off at the right moments. Thermite is going to rappel on to the balcony over here onto the meeting while he's trying to make sure that the contest that he's trying to take against the Legion, and if I'm not wrong, that's a tech. Yeah, and the plant is going to go down oh so fast. It's a 1 minute 18 second mark. 5 people are alive on both the sides. One will lose his life, but the plant will go down anyway. King is going to get one, Solar Flare will get another, and that's the Vigil trying to come out and make some hasty flank. It won't matter, as the Sledge is going to dispatch 9, leaving only the Vigil left alive to clutch now. This fell apart oh so fast for the defense. They know he's downstairs and there's only one way he can come above. They've got every single angle locked down. No way he can make it out of this. Will not even get a kill so far, as we already hit the end of the bomb timer. This is going down, which is just going to go for that white peak onto that hallway. Will lose his life pretty obviously. What a lovely match. What a lovely round, rather. What a lovely round coming out from Instant Esports. They read into the fact that there's not enough pressure put on the denial of it, initial denial at least. So they just went for it with the Blackbeard to their advantage and a shield on it. It worked. Alright guys, proceeding on to the next round, we will see the defense actually go onto the garage to make sure that this defense is successful. It's not really working out in either of the defensive side's favor, evidently. So we've got Mira to the disposal at the moment. They can use that, with the security room Miras, like that could be a really important thing that could help them to try and get the defense round in their favor. While Bandit is obviously the Bandit trick. We've got the Vigil on the roam, and this time Sid is going to be the roamer for his team. really intense Mira setup coming out from there. So a Twitch could really, you know, get the Mira a little helter-skelter over there, but that won't matter as there's no Twitch being employed here. Double hard breaches, making sure that they just chill out
Stay back.
on over here. Make sure that the bandit trick doesn't happen, and it won't. It doesn't look like it will. They get the walls open up so easily while the bandit of PB9 is just going to chill out. Not expecting such a early breach from the attackers.
Lights out. Deploying drone.
Tango located.
Really interesting pre-fire coming out from that vigil over there onto white. He's pinned down. He needs to make sure that he gets this kill, or he needs to make sure he gets away from here. The only way he can do that is get this kill. Maybe ask some help, and no. He gets out of here so easily. Will rotate back and save his life for the time being. And speaking of time, that's lovely time being wasted by the defenders over here as they're trying to make sure that they waste as much as they can, but it won't matter. A Sid is going to fall in the hands of Zofia. Will take down the only roamer that they had roaming all and up above on console. It's a 4 versus 5 now. We've still hit the 1 minute 30-second mark. Not that far. Not that far to putting to seeing Neonus take this onto match point. And PB9 just making sure that he doesn't lose his life to that Zofia rather. Will refrag. No, reruns refrag onto Zofia there. It's 4 versus 4. We still hit the 1 minute mark rather. So one more coming up, and PB9 hears it if I'm not wrong. We'll go for that free fire. We'll get it taken out instead. PB9 gets punished over there from the Thatcher, making it a 3 versus 4 now. The attackers are looking really great on this side. They've got all the hatches opened up, the soft destruction made from top to bottom. But they've still got the Mira to worry about, while the plant is going to go down onto the white van here. Not really sure if Maestro is coming down with his denial, and he will, but that'll be too late. The C4 is not going to connect either because the attack is in a really good position left, leaving only Tech alive to clutch this out in a 1 versus 4. The Maestro on his LMG with his Alda and that ACOG is going to have to go head to head with these 4 raging attackers who already got side control, who already got top control. Will not matter as Nomad is going to dispatch the Maestro, coming all the way from the cafeteria door to the rotation. Lovely execute from the attacking team this side. It's really not working out in the favor of the defense on Consulate apparently. Meanwhile, let's just take a look at the scoreboard, and well, with the rehearse in place, I'm not really sure if these are the original scores, but this is what has been happening after the rehearse. We got the rehearse done on 4-1 with 4 on Neon's side, yeah. So, yep, that is the scoreboard as you want to take a look at it, and here we go. We'll see yet again a similar lineup from the attacking team. It's double hard breachers, a Thatcher, a Blackbeard, and a Nomad. So it's pretty understandable at this point that whatever is working for the attack, it is working. So might as well not try to change what we're doing because it's working.
ADS deployed and ready to go.
Let's see the defenders. We'll see the Sid instead go on Ahmedabad. Use those Prisma to try and bamboozle the attackers here.
Razor wire is deployed.
While the Doc is also being employed. It's actually interesting to see the Doc and the Maverick, Maestro come up to play. Because the last time we saw a Tech going on the Maestro, he had to switch out from the Doc to Maestro to make sure that there is some plant denial left. Well, that didn't matter in the end though. Anyways, we'll see double ACOS coming out from the defense. The Legion, obviously, the ever so irritating character in this game, and the Jaeger. Well, this time they're actually going to go. That garage door is open already while they're trying to defend the second floor. So, making sure that the attackers are left worried right from the beginning to make sure that if there is anybody
Drone deployed.
peeking this. If there is anybody trying to convert anything on this, will get taken off. The Maestro is actually playing oh so close to the window over here. I'm actually surprised that the Blackbeard doesn't exactly notice or hear. The Maestro is sitting there also silently. Will get spotted out. The Maestro is just going to go for the patience play over here. It's really good play coming out from him, as he's just waiting for somebody to rappel up and above, unless of course he gets thrown out before that. As he's playing on site, it's pretty obvious, and that's a really challenging role to play. There you go. Keanu Leaves is going to go for that pre-fire. Will get one kill onto the Nomad. There's a lovely pre-fire coming out from him, and Tech is just going to wing it over here. It will go outside, will not find any kills, will result in his demise rather, and so will Keanu Leaves, making it a 3 versus 4 now. The attackers take back the driver's seat. King is going to find yet another lovely kill, losing his shield in the process, but getting the head off of Sid in the same. We've got a 4 versus 2 now. Only the Maestro and the Doc left alone to clutch it out against these attackers that have got a great position coming in. B9 is going to drop a lovely headshot, and it won't matter as the attackers finish it off, tying it to a 5-5 on Consulate. What a lovely comeback from Instant Esports. No avenues left for anybody. They're like, we're here to make up, prove a point. We're better on attack, man. Might as well give us attack. Here you go. You've got attack. You've got the advantage. Lovely play coming out from both the teams, but evidently Instant Esports is just dominating on attack, just like Neonis did on theirs. So we'll see an equalized score now, 5-5. Any team from here, just with one round of victory, the 11th round of victory is going to matter on who goes to match point first and who takes the advantage of attaining the match point first. So we will see a 6th pick coming out from Kate to Maestro over here, and it's really interesting that I saw the Maestro run a reflex and not an ACOG. I mean, you would use the Alda so that you can take longer fights. I mean, not really sure what kind of utility plays that you're trying to make with the Maestro being used as a plant denial here. So hey chat, can you just let me know that if the stream is working well or not, because on my end it's a little sketchy over here. I'm not really sure if it is or not. So some technical issues with these thunderstorms going on in this area. So let me just know in the chat, guys, if you're still able to watch it properly, if this running smoothly or not, and I'll make sure if there's any problem I'll fix it. So, yep. This time around, the Legion is going to get spotted out over there, playing the same place as Maestro was in the console area, and King is going to just make sure that he has his line of sights on him. Make sure that he has the crosses of the Blackbeard with the shield on him. There's no way Tech makes it out of there alive. I mean, with the Blackbeard contesting you on an angle like that, it's really difficult. Well, on the bright side, they've got no nades to dispose of the Legion from there, so he doesn't really need to move. He just needs to sit there.
Loading mag! Heartbeat sensor activated.
Going live.
Now to speak about it, Sid is going to get dispatched over here. That's the Pulse dead oh so early into the round. Hitting the 1 minute 20 mark is great for the defenders, actually, quite frankly, because on 1 minute they've still got very less avenues established on the attacking side, and very less people to contest from. And Tech is going to just pop off and take the Thermite down. Will get his head traded back instead, and that's the Nomad getting a triple kill this round. As all the kills on the board so far are by the Nomad on Instinct Esports. Therefore, just doing his job, making sure that he frags enough for his team to succeed over here. 2 kills left to go for the ace. Will he go for it, or will he just let his teammates have the kill? Here, let's see. The plant is going down over here, and he will stick it. Plant goes down successfully, waiting for any kind of information that they're trying to trade back, while the Jaeger is going to creep his way up and will get the head off of the player who was playing in the bathroom there, and that's Muhtasin, if I'm not wrong, dead, while the Hibana is going to refrag and ace denial for the Nomad, picking up 2 kills by the Hibana, and the Blackbeard will finish the round, putting Instinct Esports on a 6-5 match point against the Honors. It's not really looking great on the side of Neonas over here, because except for 1 round on their attack, they won every single round, and they have lost every single round on their defense. Instinct Esports has not lost 1 round on their attack so far, and that is very evident as they just made a comeback from 4-1, 6-5 now. Sitting in the driver's seat is Instinct Esports, just waiting for the right opportunity to make sure that they convert the kills that they just did in the kind of fashion we saw. So we will see yet again the defenders go onto the top floor defense, while Instinct Esports sit on match point. Just 1 round, 1 potential win away to make sure that they win this match against the Neoners. He's gonna wait this one out while we see the lineup coming out from Neoners over here. We'll see yet again the Pulse come out. The Pulse, the Jaeger, the Legion, and the Rook. So they've got double ACOS to the disposal for sure this time. Dog is gonna go for the spawn pick, but will not connect any shots, as Instinct Esports was expecting that already. They got a Blackbeard to their disposal. That really scares off the defender. We're gonna go for a spawn peek, so makes sense.
Drone activated.
EX7 in the chat, if I'm not wrong. Congratulations for qualifying for the LAN, EX7. Didn't get to say it to you personally. Might as well say it to you here.
Stand by to witness the punch.
So there you go. The Maestro is actually going to go do the same thing. He doesn't know. He doesn't get droned out over there. The yellow stairs guy, if I'm not wrong, that's a Rook, can get taken off from here, while the Doc is still waiting in the same position, trying to get any kill happen, but he will take the shield out. Will not get a kill done here. Doesn't even lose any HP off of that. Blackbeard will take a safe spot over here, try and juice himself back up, while the Blackbeard and the Nomad are just waiting it out, waiting this one out to make sure that the attack that they try to make happen will pop the head off of Doc. Eventually will lose 2 shields in the process, but it won't matter, as you lose a life against a utility, it's still more to the advantage. There you go, making it a 4 versus 5 on a 1 minute 20-second mark here, while they're trying to find those long angle shots onto the other objective, the Blackbeard, and the Hibana is going to dispatch Sid Samba, and that is the pulse down for their team. So no more late plant denial coming up. In fact, no more plant denial coming out all together. Taz is going to lose his life, and so will Nomad and Hibana. It's a 3 versus 2 now all of a sudden, with the defenders making sure that they sit on the driver's seat here. Obviously, there's 2 of them really low on health, and we've got 2 attackers, very healthy attackers, on 100 HP. Tech is going to get into that fight and lose a lot of his HP. Not matter, as the Jaeger is just going to carry this whole round on his shoulders. The lovely flank coming up, that one single kill and then double kill follow up. Great play coming out from that Jaeger on PB9. We will proceed on to round 13 with 6-6, tied out overtime. It's getting a really intense match now here. We've been going on and on about, and how much time? I'm not really sure. Yeah, almost an hour now. Yeah, it's not really much when you look at it that way, but yeah, I've been speaking for like an hour now, so I can feel it, quite frankly. It's like I've been going on non-stop for this much time. And that being said, that'll actually be the first attack round that Instinct Esports just lost.
Time to armor up.
Yep. There you go. We will see the Neoners go on to the lobby side this time. They're trying to push the attackers off of the standard picks that they're going to make. That is working out for them on the other side. So great play coming out from them, and we will see potential match point yet again for either of the teams.
Barbed wire going up. Stay clear of ADS line of fire. Changing mag! Deploying ADS.
Claymore deployed.
Loading new magazine! Swapping mag!
Drone up.
Drone ready.
Reloading!
The lobby push over here is happening. It's already. We're hitting the 1 minute 50 mark. The admin push is not really made at this point. While we already see the attackers going onto the console take this time. The west side take is really working out for them. Silk Samba, and that's it. So early into the round. So early into the round. Jonah Reeves is going to refrag on it, and the dog is going to take them. Will get. Oh my god, what a lovely shot from that dog over there. Will dispatch two before losing his own life. No, he won't, as he'll get one more, and that's what a lovely round coming out from the dog of, to be honest. Not really sure how to pronounce that name. Great round, finishing it all off on the top floor itself. What a lovely play coming out from the Neoners there. We'll go on to the round 14 of Instant Esports versus the Neoners. It's an OT match point now. It's going really long for a while now. Really long now. Yep. So 7-6 overtime match point. One team away from taking it home and one team away to equalizing it yet again. Let us see what happens this time. Is this going to be a retake sorts of for Instant Esports, or is this going to be a retake for Neoners on that? Okay, we had the advantage. Okay, my bad, we gave it to you. Or we might as well take it back. So, not really sure what Neoners are thinking over here, as Instinct. He's going to go on to defense now.
Wires deployed. Needles in position.
Barricade deployed!
Impact up.
ADS.
Up and running.
Reloading.
Swapping mags.
Loading new magazine.
Tech is frankly this time. It's pretty standard operative picks coming out from both the teams, quite frankly, as they've been running the same ops except for that Twitch and Buck over there on the side of Neonos. As it's really interesting that they only chose to go with one hard breacher this time, and that would only make sense as you don't really need two hard breachers when you're going above, right? So the Nomad is still in play. Sid is making sure that he works his way on the switch right here, while the Dewar
Reloading.
is being done here. So we'll see a smoke, a Legion, a Maestro, a Doc and a Jaeger come out from the defense, and see at this point I think we reach a saturation level of innovation. That is what has happened, because I don't see any kind of innovative ops coming out from either of the teams. And you know, I wouldn't be saying this if the traditional ops are working in their favor, but they're not, and that is something you'll have to adapt to immediately
Loading new mag.
if it does not work in your favor. So, being said, we will see a Visa slash admin take, while PB9 is going to lose his head. I don't know what he was thinking walking over the rotation from long desk like that. Muftasim, if I'm not wrong, not really sure. I cannot read his name from this far. Let me just... Yep. So, being said, we'll see a 4-2-5 take over here. they're going to have to make sure that they're hitting the 50-second mark. They will have to make it.
I'm changing mags!
If they don't, it'll be
Located. Second floor.
problematic in the end, and it gets all haywire for the attackers to make sure that will spot the connector there from the Nomad, but will not connect any shots. Of course, he's going to go for a prone control here onto the long desk angle. Will not find any kills either. He's just
Loading new mags!
that is the dog down. Will pick himself back up. Will get his head taken off rather. Tech is going to get one more in fact, and double kill for the Nomad. Goes for the triple, will not matter as Keanu leaves is going to dispatch one, and Tech for the last kill onto the Legion. A lovely match for the Neonas. They take it home. They choke for a while there, but eventually everything connects in their favor. A really hard fought victory for the Neonos over here. Great work coming out from here, and it is such lovely to see a very close friend of mine and a former teammate play against a lovely team like this, and I get to cast it. So it was a really great experience, quite frankly, on a personal note. So with that being said, we are just going to proceed with closing the stream, because that is what we are going to do now, as I'm going to go take a good night's sleep for my weekend while I try and chill out. You guys also have a good weekend, guys. Enjoy. We'll be back with more Kryptonite streams tomorrow and day after. It's the weekend, guys, so let's have some siege on it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for hanging around. Great match. Instinct Esports lose 8-6 to Neoners. Great match, guys. Thank you. See you tomorrow.